Hey everybody, how's it going? Daryl here, welcome to the channel. So this is just an update on my Both Lighting Spots, the BPM battery powered spot. On Halloween night, I was starting to have a major issue. The tilt movements were completely off. It was like pointing in the wrong direction and there was something seriously wrong with it. It was making a terrible clicking noise. It's like the starting position was off and the calibration was off. This is just an update video just talking about like how I was able to fix it and the process of it. So I know the Lavish Life of Peck, he had issues with his. What happened is that one of the screws came off. It was like a physical, mechanical piece of debris blocking like the motor movement. So that was my first thought. And that was not my case. And so it took about 2 weeks of messaging Both Lighting direct back and forth, 8 videos in Chinese. Luckily video is like really nice because you can point, make gestures, and don't need to speak Chinese to understand that. This was actually kind of an interesting exercise. I got to learn a little bit more of how movers work and some of the mechanics behind it. But basically it has like this belt right here, and to do its tilt movement, it has like this motor. And so to calibrate it, it has this sensor right here. So for whatever reason, this sensor was not working. And apparently this sensor can get too close to this mechanical motor and that can cause it to not work. But there needs to be a gap between these two components. I don't know what they're called. But basically I had to separate this a little bit. More so on the other side. This one has like a piece of glue separating it, so that one was fine. But yeah, just taking it out and separating that worked, and so now it works really good. Now it works. So if I go to the manual settings, then it works as expected. So yeah, the tilt has a motor, but the pan also has a motor right here. So, oh, that was kind of cool. I also tried replacing the gobos. It was pretty hard. I was unsuccessful. I do not recommend. But one of the signs that it's working is that if I try to move it, it goes back into position. I'm gonna put this back together, put its shell back on, and yeah. So that was the process of troubleshooting and fixing this BPM spot. Hopefully this helps somebody else if you encounter the same issue. I've had over 70 lights from Both Lighting Direct, and this is like the second issue I've had with one of their lights. The first one was one of the chroma cannons. It was dead on arrival. They did send me some videos in Chinese also to try to fix it, but they ended up just sending me a new one free of charge. Working with these companies from China, I mean, that's just kind of the process. This is not Amazon, this is not Walmart where you can just return it for any reason. You may have to get your screwdriver and get your hands dirty a little bit. In return, you save a ton of money. There's also Both Lighting USA if you don't want to get your hands dirty and you're willing to pay like a 50% markup for that Amazon-like customer service. But yeah, that's all I had to share. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.